their favorite time. I mean, there is nothing more special than to thank people who give because they love. They love kids that are entrusted in the most difficult times in their lives to our care, and it is a privilege to serve. But it is absolutely only because people like you step up and help me. And we can't thank you enough. And I want to do me a favor, kids, for you guys who don't know Steve and Kathy King. I'm going to ask you just to stand for a second, turn around, because I want in the committee who works on this, if you guys could just stand, because we want to applaud you for what you've done, what you continue to do. These are our heroes because they do what everybody dreams to do, and that is make a difference in somebody else's lives. And for over 20 years now, 20 years, Steve and Kathy and the team and the committee have worked together to raise funds to be able to give so that we can provide the incredible care that we're privileged to give here. And that is so incredibly special. There's a lot of things they could be doing, but they have chosen the kids in this community and the family in this community is with a passion. And that means so much. So guess what? Over 20 years that they've been doing this, it's amazing how much money they have been able to give to Children's Hospital. And this is amazing, kids. Guess how much money they've been able to give to Children's Hospital? If you were to guess, how much do you think that would be? I don't know. You think $1 million maybe? They have given $4 million. So we are so excited, for your friendship, for your passion, for your love, for the kids in this community, for helping us help the kids in the time they need it the most. And we are just so honored for that. As we think forward, and it was hard to get in here today with traffic and things like that, Vision 2020 is underway. And think about it, folks, it's not going to be long. We're going to have this whole brand new expanded children's hospital out here so we can treat more. And we're just so excited about that in special ways. And it becomes possible because people like you who absolutely care with your hearts. And it's such a privilege. I know when I first came here now, it's been 5 years ago, you were one of the first couples that I got to meet, and I was like, we can do this if everybody's like Steve and Kathy. And you guys are just incredible leaders, and the team that's helping part of this is just so inspirational, and I can't thank you enough. So as we move forward, and we have the new towers here, the expanded towers to be able to treat more people in the Inland Empire, we will continue to hold the commitments and the values that we do, and the same level of care that we do, and we can't thank you enough from the bottom of our hearts. And again, just one more round of applause for this incredible group. So gentlemen, hand it back to you.
There's a couple of gentlemen here today who know exactly the impact of what you do as a committee. And I'm going to first introduce Dr. Richard Chinnick. He is our Chief Medical Officer here at Loma University Children's Hospital. And I would dare say, Dr. Chinnick, that you've been here along with Walters the whole time since the very beginning. Would you mind coming up and just sharing a little bit about your perspectives?
So, thank you. It's, it's always, people come once or twice, that's awesome, but the sustained commitment over time really speaks volumes about who you guys are as people and what you mean to the Children's Hospital. I was sitting here thinking, Tiffany said, well, talk about the impact that the Walters Charity Classics made for the Children's Hospital over time. I'm going, I can't think of one clinical program that we do who hasn't been impacted by what you guys have done for us. And so, this year I understand the gift is going to be towards the Vision 2020, which is great. We're so looking forward to a tower where the kids can have their own space, their own room, where our infection control issues are much easier than what they are right now, where we can actually use every room, because right now we can't use every bed, because if a kid's infected, you can't share that room with another child. So being able to create those beds is something we've all been looking forward to for a long time. So this particular year, but child abuse and PICU and NICU and all those things that have happened. So thank you so much. I'm representing, hundreds of doctors, thousands of nurses, represented inadequately. I know we all just from the bottom of my heart, thank you, and the whole team. Thank you so much.
I'd like to ask Tiffany Hoekstra to come up. I am so honored to get to work with Tiffany every day. She is a true professional, and I think that her relationship with you as the committee has been so integral into moving the vision forward of what's possible. And she just has a few words that she'd like to share and say, and I just love hearing from Tiffany when she gets back from committee meetings. She's like, you'll never believe what they want to do. This is so great, so exciting just to feel her passion, her love for what you do has been really, really special to see.
Thank you, Jill. I met the Keenleys when I first started working here, and their passion is what ignites me to do what I do with Walter Schultz Charity Classic. And then I met the board and the committee, and your passion is just as deep as theirs. And we are just so grateful for what you guys do, what the entire committee does for us. And year after year, you come back, and I'm in those committee meetings, and they're talking about some amazing things, and everyone's like, well, we can do this, and we can do that. And whenever we bring something to the table, either myself or Kathy and Steve, the committee's always very accepting of it. Sometimes they push back a little bit, but it's incredible just to see the ideas that come to fruition and then they actually come true. So first of all, on behalf of Children's Hospital, I just want to thank you guys for what you do year after year for us. And I do get the privilege to announce something really, really incredible. After working with us for well over 20 years, it's actually 23, 24 years when it first started, and pushing forward, we're building the new Children's Hospital, and the Keenleys, as Dr. Chittick said, they've affected every single unit of this hospital. What can they do that can top that? Well, Jill and I met with them, and we talked with them, and they have committed to supporting Vision 2020 and specifically Children's Hospital for the next 5 years with a gift of $1 million. Incredible just to see, what the impact that they're going to make, and that you're going to be with us for another 5 years, and even after that, because we're not going to let you all go. So don't think you can get away from that for sure. That impact has been seen by many units, and one of the units that has received funding is our Pediatric Critical Care, and it's one of our most important units here, as all of them are so important. But being the only level 1 trauma center in this whole entire 4-county region, there's a lot on Pediatric Critical Care's plate and what they do. So I get the privilege also to introduce Dr. Shamal Adala, who is the Chief of Pediatric Critical Care here at Loma Children's Hospital, and he'd just like to share a few words.
It's a great privilege to be here to thank you for your donation and what you've been giving and what you're, God willing, going to continue to give. The $4 million, that's tremendous. And I was thinking of, it's almost immeasurable how you've affected so many children's lives. It's just phenomenal. I don't think there's any way of measuring it. In the PICU, we work here 24/7, so we're here at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 in the morning, when most people are asleep. And every one of those dollars has affected the child in a specific small way, sometimes huge ways. I remember with the monitors, that's a big deal because the monitors help us recognize when a child is not doing well or deteriorating. That's often our first sign. So your dollars and your commitment are helping children 24/7. And the sustainability of what you're doing is also just amazing. I think on the physician side, sometimes we also get astray from what our true purpose is and what we're doing. Becomes maybe a little bit routine sometimes, but partnering with people like yourselves and your committee, you help remind us of what we're doing together and how we're affecting so many children here in the Inland Empire. And God willing, we'll continue to do that together in the future. Thank you.
As Dr. Abdallah said, it is an absolute honor and privilege. I'd like to introduce Steve and Kathy Keenley. Please come up.
years, it's really, or a little bit plus, or well, actually more. I mean, this is our 20th check presentation. It's been truly a pleasure. It's been a passion of ours to do something for the community, and the Children's Hospital makes it really easy. And it's not just us though, it's our committee members and it's our sponsors. And it's through our committee members, it becomes infectious with all of us. When we get an opportunity to meet with the staff at the hospital or take a tour of the hospital, and you really get to see what the impact is, what we are able to do as a unit, as like I said, as a committee and as our sponsors, the fact that we can have an impact on the children here. I mean, children are our future. We want a healthy community and everything else. And again, it just, when you're able to just walk the halls and talk to the nurses and talk to the doctors, it makes it really pretty easy to do. And I can't imagine our lives without doing this, because it's I think it's a responsibility for every person, every business to give back to the community, because it's very difficult for institutions like this to be able to make it without the support of businesses. And so, like I said, we're very blessed to have you guys in our back door. You make it sound like that we do something wonderful, and like I said, it truly is. We're just kind of the vessel for the committee members and for the sponsors, and to bring everybody together. But it truly is. It's our love and our passion. And it truly is our gift to give to you guys, because what you guys do is so much harder than what we have to do every single day. So it's, like I said, it's with great honor and great privilege that we're going to continue this on. And like I said, I can't imagine us not doing this. So, like I said, yeah, kind of, so anyway, so again, I thank the committee members. You guys give timeless, effort and support to the event, and you go out and you get the sponsors. We couldn't do it without every single one of the committee members too, so thank you very much.
Well, I would like to introduce our committee members, because truly we are just a vessel. Without them coming to the meetings every month and their ideas and going out and walking the pavement, making the phone calls, giving us the information that we can bring these sponsors together. We don't know all of these people. Our committee members bring them all together and help us with these funds. So without all of these people, we would not be able to have the Walter Children's Charity Classic. So first of all, Deputy Hoekstra, thank you so much for everything that you do here at the hospital and with us. I really appreciate it. And then Lloyd Engelman, please stand. Pete King, Keith Norris, Kevin Mackey, and Mike Brucewick. This is just a part of our team. The rest of our team could not make it today. They had their commitments, but we have 13 people now, and what we all accomplish for this hospital is amazing, and we're thrilled to be able to have the honor to do it. So thank you.
Maybe the rest of the committee as well. Come on up. VIPs, will you come up? All right.
That's what you thought.
Ride this thing down the hallway.
We have a little something special for you this morning, created by our kids here in the hospital. For you, just a little memento. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Come on in, and we'll get in the picture they want you in.
Absolutely.
This is so sweet.
All right, committee, get together. I'll squeeze in on this side.
Come on
Sound
in.
good?
Come on in. How about the dog?